is Yao Yao. I'm an undergraduate student at the University of Westminster in the UK. It's my great honor to have the opportunity to present my research project paper, Research on the Influence of New Media on Female Reproductive Rights, Content Analysis based on China's family planning policy. My research project paper is mainly inspired by Hello, my name is Yao Yao. I'm an undergraduate student at the University of Westminster in the UK. It's my great honor to have the opportunity to represent my research project paper, Research on the Influence of New Media on Female Reproductive Rights, Content Analysis based on China's family planning policy. My research project paper is mainly inspired by the process questions about the influence of China's family planning on Chinese women in the project seminar. I was born in the late 1990s, a generation born under the one-child policy of Chinese family planning. Around me, there are classmates, friends, or people of the same age that I grew up with. Most of them are only child. In my life, most of the topics discussed by my parents, relatives, and friends are the people and things that happened under the influence of China's family planning policy. Therefore, I'm particularly impressed by Chinese family planning policy. In addition, in the process of Chinese family planning implementation, the media is actively responding to the family planning policy. However, at that time, no Chinese media paid much attention to the issue of female reproductive rights and even gave excessive one-sided reports on only have one child. And in recent years, the topic of gender equality has gradually attracted more and more people's attention. Based on the above reasons, I came up with the idea of studying the influence of new media on female reproductive rights. So next, I would like to introduce to you the main contents of the research idea of my research project paper. First of all, we can take a look at the first picture on the left, which is the poster in the early state of China's family planning. The Chinese message in the picture is to carry out family planning and implement the basic state policy. Posters like these can be seen everywhere at that time. We can clearly feel that the media focus is on policy and how to develop China better. At that time, almost no media focused on females' reproductive rights. And second, the headline on the India news website Daily Hunt condemns the record number of abortions. Although abortions is illegal in India, the Indian media still use the language that abortion is disgusting, evil, or some highly controversial views to denigrate women who have had abortions. And finally, the picture on the right was taken at an abortion rally in Washington in 2020. Women's right to choose is under siege, which is why it is important to critically examine how the media covers it, right or lacking. From this experience, we can see that the media still does not pay enough attention to female reproductive rights based on the case of Chinese family planning. This study aims to explore what new media brings to female reproductive rights. The hope is to erode the media industry to critically develop the scientific population structure, ensure the social environment of sustainable development, and relieve the social reproductive pressure so as to provide valuable reference for promoting the new media industry to study gender inequality related to female reproductive rights in a more detailed manners. So the effects of family planning on population control is clear from data on China's birth rate, mainly collected by the United Nations. However, female awareness of protecting their reproductive rights did not become stronger with the decrease of birth rates, although in the following years, China has been constantly adjusting the implementation of family planning content. On the one hand, in order to adapt to the needs of national conditions to solve the family planning brought by the aging population, fewer children, labor shortage, and other social problems. On the other hand, with the continuous development of new media technology, the coverage rates of people, especially women, using modern communication devices is constantly improving, which enables more people to broaden their horizons and have a new understanding of gender equality. But this is not enough. From a global perspective, there are still many people, institutions, and even governments who do not realize the important role of media influencing people's thoughts and perception. Next, I will briefly describe the main research who provides background for my research topic. These materials are of great help to me as a whole, and they will make my research more convincing. The first was the study published in 2015 on media and stigmatization of abortion, and analysis of articles in 7 British and 5 Scottish national papers in 2010 found that key points were mostly missing or marginalized, with few articles portraying option as a positive and legal option. Such negative portrayals contributes to the stigmatization contributes to the stigmatization of the acts of abortion and the women who undergo it. This phenomenon undoubtedly violates female reproductive rights. Secondly, Xi Huang, a deputy to the National People's Congress of China, suggests to guarantee the reproductive rights of single women. Her suggestion not only ensured effective birth control, but also took into account the reproductive rights of women. The Dutch government's article said that protect your job during pregnancy or parental leave. Employees cannot lose their job just because they are pregnant or apply for parental leave. On its website also shows that they value the issue of female reproductive rights, although the aim of the Dutch government is more likely to encourage fertility rather than control the birth rate. It is certain that this practice belongs to one of the type of family plannings, but it also achieves the purpose of protecting female reproductive rights. Finally, the protect female reproduction rights, the United States and United Nations also issues reproductive rights as human rights handbook for national human rights institutes to support female reproductive rights. And in the process of writing my paper, my project profession gave me thinking and inspiration, and the project instructor gave me valuable suggestions on the revisions of my paper. I would like to express my gratitude here. Of course, there are still some immature aspects in my research project paper, and there are still places to explore further. Here, I sincerely hope you can give me your suggestions, and this is all my presentation. And here is my reference list. Thank you for your listening.